celebrating 10 years of opening doors to brighter futures. Visit dormanday.ky.
And now, Radio Cayman presents The Buzz, an insightful and fresh take on a variety of issues that impact the local environment. This is where we address the topics that matter. Here's your host, Cathy Miller.
Good morning, Cayman. Welcome to The Buzz and happy December. It is going to be a December to remember. That is, I don't know where I heard that from, and I'm sure that's such a common saying, but I've said it for the first time in my life just the other day, yesterday actually. So we're going to make it a December to remember. And the last month of the year, December came up really fast. You all realize it's December 2nd, right? That came up really fast. Just the other day we were spending our 3-month-long January, and now we're in December. So what can I say? It's been a crazy year, a hectic year. A lot has been going on. And we're here in this segment of The Buzz to talk about the annual holiday market that is put on by the Cayman Islands Center for Business Development. So despite it being a fast year, a good year, we're going to end it with a joyful time. We're in the joyful season. And we're going to be talking about the holiday market that the CICBD put on. It's a vibrant showcase of local entrepreneurs, handmade products, and festive experiences for the whole family, including your dog, because if you're like me, you brought your dog last year to check out the festivities. So joining me this morning is Albert Voaden. He's a business advisor from the Cayman Islands Center for Business Development, here to tell us what to expect at this year's holiday market and why niche markets like this are so important to our economy. So good morning, Albert. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, pretty good. Thank you very much for having me on your show and to talk about our upcoming market on, it's happening this Saturday, December 6th, from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock. This is our 4th year that we're having the holiday market, and sorry, it's 4 till 10.
Oh, 4 till 10.
4 till 10.
Okay.
I'm thinking of 8 because we're doing one thing different this year. Instead of having a band, we are having a youth choir coming, and they're doing a youth competition.
Okay.
And what happened there is we're partnering with the Ministry of Youth, Sports, Culture and Heritage, and they were having an event on the same evening. So as instead of competing with each other, because a lot of people would like to go to both events.
Yeah.
So we're combining them and having that as part of our event this year.
Okay, nice. A youth choir. I really like that. So I think I remember a little bit of musical entertainment when I came last year. I think there was a couple different performers that were happening, but this year is going to be the youth choir. How long of a performance are we expecting to get from them?
It will be from 6 o'clock till 8 o'clock.
Okay, wow, that's pretty good. That's almost like a real big concert
Yes.
right there. Okay, 2 hours of good singing. That's great. I'm happy to hear that. Okay, so give us a little bit of history about the rundown of the holiday market, how it fits into the Center for Business Development's mission to support small businesses.
Okay. Well, this is our 4th year doing it. It's on Cardinal Avenue, so we have the road closed off, and also Albert Panton is closed off for the day. And there's about 40 different vendors that are set up. It's a very big variety of from bakeries to different craft makers. There's a little bit of something for everyone at the market. And it fits into our center because we are always trying to promote entrepreneurship and help businesses get started and also to expand and grow. So this is a great resource for them to be able to, if you have a new product that you want to introduce to the market and do a trial period, this is a great way to experiment and see what sells. And mostly it's to get brand awareness for those businesses that they might not have a physical store location. So it's helped to get their name out there.
It's a great networking opportunity for them.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's one thing that I was like, I really saw that last year.
Yeah, and the business owners, they learn from each other, and they can share their success stories and their challenges with each other, and the vendors can learn from each other as well.
Okay. Well, I can tell you that when I went last year, as I said, I brought my dog. She's very popular. at the event. I'm sure there's a lot of photos of her in the nighttime. I tend to go like right before something closes as well. I don't know why. This is just the timing of my life. But what I really liked about it, because I hadn't been to the holiday market maybe since the first year. So what I really liked about it was the smaller kind of gift ideas. And what stood out to me was a lot of the children's books that were there. So I think Karen Chin, as an example, is an author, and she's done several different children's books. And then she has a publishing company, right? So she was one of your vendors, for example, that was there set up with books. And I loved that, just in the sense of, okay, if I'm looking to buy something for one of my friends' children, it was just the perfect kind of spot because it was local books, about Cayman. And when you're a little kid and you're reading books, especially when you have something that's just so familiar to you in a familiar context, it just means something a little different. Mm-hmm. So I really loved that. That was one of my kind of favorite finds at the holiday market last year. And as well, because I'm a woman, we like our beauty products. So I loved seeing, there was several of them. There was several of the smaller kind of beauty, spa products, body care products. So not just for women, it was for men and women. And I loved that too, because you could buy little things here and there from several different vendors and kind of make your own little mix. And they were great stocking stuffer ideas for me. So that is something that from the holiday market, when I went, and I was, it's the beginning of December, but I'm usually last minute. So it helped me prepare. And that's something that I really like about the holiday market, because it's the beginning of December. It definitely helped me prepare in shopping, and it just gave me some more ideas. And I'm sure a lot of the patrons that went have a kind of a similar experience in that sense.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of unique crafts there, things that you wouldn't find elsewhere, and a lot of variety. So it makes it easy it can be a one-stop shop get a lot of gift ideas for many of your family and friends.
Definitely. So about the vendors, did you say around 40? Was that last year?
We're almost at 40, yeah. I think it was like 39 or something.
So we're looking about close to 40 vendors for the weekend. What kind of products or services can attendees expect to see?
So we have jewelry shops, they sell candles, toys, crafts, paintings and pottery, home decorations, beauty products, baked goods, and juices, jams, and jellies. So that kind of gives you an idea of the general companies or businesses that are set up there.
Okay, love it. So again, some great smaller gift ideas for sure. I would say, if you're shopping for a car, it might not be the place where you're going, or maybe it is. No. I don't know.
I don't think we have any auto vendors, no, but generally smaller items that are there.
Yeah, but I love it because it is very local. You get to see the creativity from all the different vendors that are there, and it just, as I said, it gives you some great gift ideas. And it's not only that, there was a lot of food vendors. The musical entertainment was great. And there was pictures with Santa, although I got there really late, so I couldn't get my pictures with Santa. It was for the dog. No. Come early, guys, because I think that's only for, Santa pictures might stop.
He's going to come at 7:00.
Okay.
And he'll be there at least till 7. I'm hoping that he'll stay till 7:30.
Wait, no, so he's coming earlier than 7. He has to come.
Sorry, 5.
Okay.
5 to
5 to 7, maybe 7:30. Okay. So for everybody listening, trust me when I say you got to get your pictures with Santa early, because Santa's busy. Yeah, Santa might have another venue to go to. You never know.
Yeah, and it's free to the public. There's no charge for that.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was also just a great place to hang out for the night. So whether you're doing just kind of a quick stop by, for me, I just walked into town and was hanging out and enjoyed the food, enjoyed the people, just seeing everybody hang out, have fun, kids running around. So it's just a good vibe altogether. That's how I look at it. So for the first time entrepreneurs joining the market this year, are there any?
There are a few, and I think we have at least one youth entrepreneur that's joining us. So trying to make it a place where people can get started as well.
Okay, it's a good step. It absolutely is. It teaches them a little bit of relationship marketing as well. So I like that for the new entrepreneurs. And what types of businesses this year are you excited to spotlight? Or does anybody get any certain spotlight?
To spotlight. Oh, well, for the first time, we do have business coming from the BRAC to join us.
What business is that?
And
as I put him under pressure.
You put me under pressure.
Out of the 40 vendors to find who's coming from the back. But I love that.
Casey's Caboose.
Casey's Caboose. Okay.
Who'll be selling sweet treats and refreshing drinks.
All right. Casey's Caboose from the BRAC. So I like that. That's kind of cool too. Do you think the BRAC will get their own holiday market? Am I throwing ideas out there I shouldn't be throwing because I'm giving you guys a lot of work now? The way Albert looked at me. Maybe not. Okay.
That was on the discussion table at one point.
All right. Well, you never know.
We'll get there one of these days.
The population is growing, so I guess we'll see
Ashland Ready
how it
Center,
goes.
we looked at doing it in Ashland Ready Center. I guess that would be the one spot. But yeah, someday.
Or the agricultural grounds right beside it there. It's pretty close to it. It would be a nice spot as well. Because if it's outdoors, you know. Anyways, let me let me focus on the Grand Cayman Holiday Market. So, how does the Center for Business Development select or prepare the vendors for an event like this? Is there any training or support that's offered to vendors?
We do have the vendor brief where everyone gets together at the center and they're told what to expect during the day, what they're going to be provided with as far as booths, electricity, and tell them what's expected of them. So we're hoping that they'll also all be marketing the event as well, using their own social media channels. And there's also, if there's advisory services available to some of these businesses, if they do want to have help with and assistance with their marketing plan and their finances and looking through, do they have the right technologies in place? So there is support at the center to help with that.
So you guys are going to be having a booth there as well?
And we'll have a CICBD booth.
Okay.
We have Red Cross this year beside us, so you're extra safe in case anything happens. There are professionals on hand to take care of those types of situations.
If the excitement carries you away, the Red Cross is there to help calm you down a little bit. I got you.
Yeah.
I understand. No, it's a good idea. But the good thing about this is that the market opens at 4 p.m., 4 till 10, right? So that means we're not in the heat of things, per se. It's not as hot.
I mean, maybe for the first hour, but then the shade kicks in later on.
Yeah, that
nice.
Christmas breeze kicks in a little bit. So that's what will be needed for sure. So I like the fact that it is in the evening time, too. And I just went to an event on Sunday night in town. Evening time was perfect, and that was packed. So I know that people are looking for the kind of early evening into night hours. They're looking for those times for something to do because that heat in the daytime for us can just be way too much, right? And it gives us something to do at night as well. So
yeah, it's a great activity for the families. There's also a kids zone in the area next to where Santa will be. There's like a play area for the kids and different games for them to play.
What are the games that you have, or all the activities that you have planned for kids? Can you tell us?
That part, I wasn't involved with planning the details for that, but I vaguely remember there was some like puzzles last year.
What a fun kids zone will be there.
Yep.
Yeah. I saw the kids running around having a great time. I think that's just so important because that's part of that festive holiday spirit, right? And they're getting into it, or at least they're showing us how to get into it. We're going to take a quick commercial break right now, and when we come back, we'll get into more details about the upcoming holiday market.
The Cayman Islands boasts of a long, colorful, and rich history. In tribute to our roots, Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands, is pleased to bring you the Historical Vignette Series. Brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects. The Cayman Islands, He hath founded it upon the seas.
The Bay Islands of the northern shores of Honduras, including Utila, Rotan, and Guanaja or Panaca, along with the islets of Elaine, Barbarat, and Murat, saw a rather rapid and dramatic settlement of Caymanians following emancipation in the Cayman Islands. The first Caymanian settler was Joseph Cooper, who settled in Utila sometime in the early 1830s with his wife and 6 of their children. Mr. Cooper met an American by the name of Warren, who assisted him with his first plot of land and would later marry his daughter Elizabeth and bear 7 children of their own. The Coopers would bear 2 more children themselves. A few years later, Cooper's eldest daughter, who had stayed behind in Grand Cayman, joined the family with her husband, Captain Thompson, and 2 of their children. 60 years later, the Cooper, Warren, and Thompson clans would form the bulk of the majority white population of Utila.
Information from this historical vignette was sourced from Founded Upon the Seas, A History of the Cayman Islands and Their People by Michael Creighton and the New History Committee.
Since 1993, Rotary Central has worked diligently each year to provide quality bus shelters to our community. A traveling convenience to our school children, the elderly, young people going to work, guest workers, and visitors using the public bus. We, Rotary Central, help you, our advertisers, make it happen. Your marketing dollar travels a far way. Positioning your message, your product, your services, your presence in over 83 bus shelters. Every dollar you spend, every advert you place helps to build another bus shelter, providing modest comfort for Cayman travelers. Reserve space now on the only billboard medium in the Cayman Islands. Email rotaryshelters@gmail.com. rotaryshelters@gmail.com. The Bus Shelters, a partner in community convenience. Another inspiration program by Rotary Central Cayman Islands.
Radio Cayman's historical vignettes was brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects.
This holiday season, let Kirk Market do the roasting so you can do the hosting. Visit in-store or shop online and order your traditional family feast, complete with classic roasted turkey and ham, all the tasty sides and trimmings. Let the chefs at Kirk Market be your holiday helpers so you can spend less time in the kitchen. Order online at kirkmarket.ky or visit in-store today. And don't forget to visit the florist at Kirk Market to find the perfect centerpiece for your table. There's no place like Kirk Market for the holidays.
I'm Michael Webster.
And I'm Denise Brown of Cayman Insurance Center.
Family is not the most important thing, it's everything.
We have worked with the community and their families on protecting themselves for the future.
Whether it's providing top-rated life insurance
or protecting your family's household investment.
From our family to yours, we understand and we care.
I'm Denise Brown. Call me at 814-7229.
And I'm Michael Webster at 925-5433.
We are Cayman Insurance Center,
specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services at an affordable rate. We are Michael and
Denise at Cayman Insurance Center.
Call today.
Parents, if you're navigating the world of boarding schools, it can feel overwhelming. Dorm and Day are here to help. You don't have to do it alone. Whether your child is reaching for new academic challenges, looking to shine as a competitive athlete, or simply searching for the school that brings out their best, Dorm and Day are your trusted educational experts located right here in Georgetown. For 10 years, Dorm and Day have helped families just like yours to find the best fit schools with one-on-one support every step of the way. So why stress when you can have an experienced partner by your side? Visit dormandday.ky or call 936-3676 today. Dorm and Day, celebrating 10 years of opening doors to brighter futures.
The Super American Circus is back in Grand Cayman, December 5th to 7th at the Lions Center Christmas Village. Experience jaw-dropping aerial ballet, thrilling high-wire acts, acrobats, a BMX stunt team, comedy, clowns, and non-stop holiday magic. It's 45 minutes of fun and excitement for all ages, supporting acts of random kindness and one-to-one charities. 8 shows, 3 days. Get your tickets now at ticketsplus.ky or eventpro.ky. The Super American Circus, where holiday magic meets world-class entertainment.
The Super American Circus, presented by the Ministry of Caymanian Employment and Immigration and supported by the Ministry of Youth, Sports, Culture and Heritage, Coca-Cola, the Ministry of Education and Training, Monster AI, What's on Cayman, Crystal K, Bubbles and Giggles, and Radio Cayman. The holiday season is here, and St. Ignatius Catholic Church is bringing the fun and cheer. Join us for the annual Christmas fundraiser on Saturday, December 13th at 7:15 p.m. on the church grounds. Enjoy Christmas treats, live entertainment, and Carpe Diem singing your favorite holiday carols. And don't blink. The grand prize drawing at 8:45 p.m. could make you $25,000 in CI richer. Tickets are just $25 available at the church office and from members at supermarkets across Grand Cayman. No need to be present to win. All proceeds go to St. Ignatius Church projects, facilities, and scholarship fund. Come for the joy, stay for the fun. Saturday, December 13th at 7:15 p.m. St. Ignatius Church on Walkers Road. Let's make the holiday season unforgettable.
The Buzz with your host, Cathy Miller.
Welcome back to The Buzz. I'm your host, Cathy Miller, and we are talking about the Cayman Islands Center for Business Development's Holiday Market. In studio with me, I have Albert Voaden. He's a business advisor at the CICBD, and Albert was giving us some of the details in the first 15 minutes of the show, and we know we're in the fourth year. This is the fourth year, right? This is the fourth year. The holiday market is happening this Saturday on Cardinal Ave, basically Cardinal Avenue in town, from 4 p.m. until 10 p.m. There's going to be a youth choir from
6 till 8 o'clock.
6 to 8. Thank you, because I couldn't count down 2 hours from 8 for some reason. Still early in the morning. I'm still on my first coffee. And you were telling us a little bit about a kids zone. I know there's more going on, but I just want to remind people that it's this Saturday. So come check out the holiday market for sure. A lot of great goodies, a lot of great gift ideas you can get. Now, being that it is the fourth year, I'm sure that there's some learning lessons that you all have experienced from the first 3. So can you tell us what any feedback has been from vendors or attendees and how you've been able to improve upon the feedback that you've received?
Yes, we've learned a lot about the logistics, especially like during the setup, when everyone's trying to come in at the same time, and how to steer traffic away, and deal with parking. Little things like if you're on a certain side of the road, the sun is at you at the early hours, and there are specific businesses that can't have direct sunlight. It's better for them to be in the shade. So
interesting.
Putting these details you would never know until you've actually experienced running a holiday market.
But do they tell you that as well? Because how would you know?
Oh yeah, we find.
Okay.
What we are quite good at is collecting feedback afterwards from both the vendors and also from people that just came to the event and asking for what they'd like to see in future markets.
Yeah.
So we try. We can't please everyone, but we try where we can.
You do. And sometimes the feedback doesn't all work either. You implement it and then you realize, oh, maybe that didn't go as well as everybody anticipated it would. That happens. Yeah. So there has been some learning lessons and stuff, and you do try to improve upon that year on year. So for the vendors that have been there, let's say the 4 years in a row, are they quite pleased with how the holiday market is progressing?
I think so. Most of them keep coming back.
It's a good indication.
It's a bit tricky when we do have more people that apply than what we can hold.
What can you accommodate?
I think we've had like 60 applicants this year. I was less involved with the process, but I know that we didn't have the capacity to let in more than 40.
Okay, so that it is the threshold, or it's around 40, and you're at 39.
Yeah, and we do try to make it a diverse selection of different vendors, because we don't want 40 juice bars. Like we need to have crafts and different a variety of gifts that you can be able to purchase. So that is a factor in when they do the selection process.
Yes. There is crafts. I do remember Art Nest, which I'm going to shout them out because that is my friend's company anyway. So I do remember Art Nest being there last year. I think they're going to be there this year because I've seen them promoting as well. Well, if you don't know they're going to be there, they think they're going to be there. So we can expect Art Nest there. I've seen that much. Okay. They might just pull up with their own booth.
Art Nest. Oh, number 2. Yes, they are there.
He was checking his vendor list. Yes, which I thought was really cool because they had some. I forget what it is. It's not Jell-O. It's this weird stuff the kids make. I don't have a kid, so I can't remember exactly what it is, but they had these little things there that I was like, oh, this could get really messy if people run around and start throwing it at, each other in the craft. I'm just thinking as a kid would, but that didn't happen. But it was a great little outlet for children that were at the holiday market anyways to go buy some of those craft booths. So in saying that, what can families expect at the event? I know that we've given a little bit of details of some of the activities that will happen, but is there any other kind of features of entertainment or food stalls or any other activities or cultural elements that we can expect?
Well, there's lots of food. For culture, there's both the different homemade crafts and also the youth choir that will be singing. What else is new this year? So there will be prizes and giveaways. There's and even if you just register online beforehand, so go to our website cicbd.gov.ky and you can register to spin the wheel. And we're going high tech this year. We don't have the traditional big wheel that you spin. So we have touch screen spin the wheel.
Okay, cool. A digital spin the wheel.
Digital spin the wheel, yes.
Is it going to have the same effect? Because, if you think remember Price is Right, and you would go, not that I've ever been on the show, but you go and you want to do that big spin, and is it going to have the same effect? Probably not, but that's okay.
It can't be quite. You got
to try it out.
Can't beat the real thing, but I think it will have its own features and uniqueness
to it. Yeah, you got to try it out, but you got to be in it to win it, right? So you have to register.
You don't have to. You can still come up on the day.
Okay.
But the registering helps give us a better idea of the numbers that are coming.
Okay, cool. So what are the prizes that people can win from the Spin the Wheel?
I think they have... Well, each vendor that's coming, they're going to have a prize to give away. So whenever you buy something, you get a ticket from that vendor and enter into a chance to win the Spin the Wheel. Now, there are prizes I'm not aware of, but CICBD also has prizes that we'll be giving away. And I think they have a lot of stress balls and cups with CICBD's logo on it.
Okay. All right. Some merch giveaway. I gotcha. Okay. I would expect that too, of course. So how has the community response been over the years to the holiday market? Are you seeing more interest from buyers who want to shop local for the holidays?
Yeah, I think there's been an increase. We always are trying to support and encourage people to shop locally, support the local economy. And there's always been a pretty good turnout, I think, at our events.
Yes. Last year was packed, and I remember I came at the very cusp of everything. So it was definitely packed. So that I can say that for sure. It's a very well-attended event. People really look forward to it. What kind of sponsorships or partnerships does the CICBD work with in terms of the holiday market to make it happen?
Well, the main one this year is the Ministry of Youth, Sports, and Cultural Heritage. So I expect that, although I think there will be families that would have gone to both the youth choir and to our event, there might be some parents from that choir that wouldn't have come. So I think that will make it even more of a success and bring in even more foot traffic than normal.
I think so too. And I love the idea of a choir, especially over the holiday season. It's just going to have such a beautiful, beautiful effect, I think. At least what I see on social media when I hear choirs, especially at nighttime over the holiday season, it's just like out in the streets. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So I'm expecting to kind of have that same kind of effect, I guess, at this holiday market. So I'm looking forward to a choir being there. I think that'll be a really, really nice touch this year. For the budding entrepreneurs that are, thinking about doing something like a holiday market or any of the other events that CICBD does, like the expo or your business development programs, how could they get involved? What would their first steps be?
They should definitely reach out to the center. They can either call us at 244-8009 or I'll definitely recommend going onto our website, cicbd.gov.ky, and they can see a list of the activities and events that we have. and as well as reach out to one of the business advisors that's there. There's a tab there where you can sign up for advisory services, and they can help with guiding you through what steps and process for starting your own business and going on your entrepreneur path.
And is there any time for anybody to register for, I think you have a final spot left for this weekend? Or is registration done for vendors?
The fact that you're asking that tells me that Antolin probably knew there was a cancellation.
Oh, okay.
So I hadn't heard that, but
okay.
It's possible there's a cancellation, so you can
reach out.
Reach out.
All right, so it is the holiday market. It is happening this Saturday, December 6th. It's going to be on Cardinal Avenue in town, and it is free to the public. The hours are 4 till 10 p.m. We're going to have a youth choir there from 6 to 8 p.m. Santa's going to be there from 5 to at least 7 p.m. And again, trust me, you got to get there in time for the Santa pictures because Santa is busy. He's got other duties to attend to as well. And just check it out for the great vendor options, the entertainment, so many activities for kids and families to enjoy. I really encourage everybody to check out the holiday market put on by the Cayman Islands Center for Business Development. We good?
Great.
All right, we're good. Let's go to the 8 a.m. news right now. Thank you so much, Albert, for joining us. You are one of the business advisors that you spoke about at CICBD. So for anybody looking to start a business or need some advisory steps, you can reach out to Albert as well. Thanks for joining me on the buzz this morning. And we're going to go to the 8 a.m. news.
Great. Thank you very much.
Studio time now by Foster's is 2 minutes past 8.
Fill your cart and win! It's the 30K Jolly Grocery Giveaway at Foster's. This Christmas, we're spreading some holly jolly cheer by filling one lucky shopper's cart with $10,000 worth of groceries. Just purchase any 2 specially marked products from now until December 24th for a chance to win your share of $30,000 worth of groceries. Go to fosters.ky/jolly for more info. Thanks to CeraVe, Maybelline, Dove, Dial, Vaseline, L'Oreal, Quaker, and Frito-Lay. Have a holly jolly Christmas at Foster's.
Since 1976.
Covering Grand Cayman, no Cayman, Cayman right. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Radio Cayman in the Cayman Islands.
For today's biggest news.
Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands.
With your latest news, I'm Karsley Fuller. A Little Cayman sexual assault trial is winding down. Abhijit Chowdhury is in Grand Court this week, accused of assaulting a woman he allegedly knows. According to Chowdhury's LinkedIn, he was the front desk supervisor at a Little Cayman resort between August 2023 and December 2024. The justice presiding over the case is expected to continue her summation today, after which the jury will be sent to deliberate. The police commissioner is looking to update the police regulations.
We have seen some issues on the Ombudsman Committee where there have been some outstanding disciplinary issues. Have you guys been able to find or reconcile a process between the issues that the Ombudsman raised versus what you, I guess, as a commissioner can actually deal with from a discipline standpoint?
There are some legacy issues I'm well aware of.
Fielding a question by MP Chris Saunders, Commissioner Kurt Walton told MPs in Finance Committee many of those matters involve legal proceedings. However, he says several have been resolved in a sense that, quote, some people are no longer in the organization.
At this very moment, I've got a small team put together, and we're doing a complete set of police regulations, which will include issues around misconduct proceedings. So disciplinary hearings, by doing so, will give us a better steer in terms of dealing with a lot of these issues around discipline matters. But that is work in progress.
Commissioner Walton told MPs the regulations should be in front of Cabinet for consideration by the second quarter of next year. And counselors in Cayman are warning about a school-to-prison pipeline for local boys. Here's Radio Cayman's Elizabeth Charles.
The Family Resource Center has just wrapped up International Men's Month and is now turning to the 16 Days of Activism campaign. But on Radio Cayman's Talk Today, program coordinator Charmaine Miller said she worries Cayman's boys are being left behind while girls surge ahead in school and scholarships.
as a mom of boys, sometimes feeling that our boys are being left behind. Our girls have been super empowered. They are propelling. They are achieving academically at higher standards than our boys.
Northward Prison Counselor Hilton Grace cautioned about boys being labeled from as young as classroom aged.
Misbehavior is more developmental. So look at a 10-year-old girl probably is able to sit still, which is required in the classroom. A 10-year-old boy, he's not necessarily, because he's full of energy. And so, again, he would tend to get into trouble. And so that also starts some of those processes.
He says many inmates share a history of adverse childhood experiences. That is an actual metric that includes things like witnessing domestic violence, abuse, and neglect, and that boys are often told to toughen up instead of getting support.
A lot of men in prison have what we call anxiety issues. They can't pacify themselves, so they end up using substances.
Both Miller and Grace say early counseling, parenting help, and mentoring programs can disrupt what they call a school-to-prison pipeline for Cayman boys. Elizabeth Charles, Radio Cayman News.
Now with a check of international news, here's the BBC, which takes us out of the newscast. I'm Carsley Fuller.
BBC News with Emily Thomas. President Trump's envoy and his son-in-law are to meet President Putin to discuss an amended plan to end Russia's war in Ukraine. There's little sign Mr. Putin intends to soften his demands. Russia and Ukraine are contradicting each other on whether Moscow has captured the town of Pokrovsk in Ukraine's Donbass. The number of dead in the devastating floods and landslides in Sumatra in Indonesia has risen to more than 700. Hundreds more are feared buried in mud. Aid workers are struggling to reach those stranded. The Sri Lankan authorities say the flash flooding and landslides caused by Cyclone Ditwar have killed 410 people. President Dissanayake has called it the most challenging natural disaster in the country's history. Belgian police have arrested 3 people in a probe of EU-funded training for junior diplomats. Among the places raided was the EU's diplomatic wing. Prosecutors are investigating possible fraud during the tender process. 150,000 people have attended a mass held by Pope Leo on the Beirut seafront. On the last day of his visit, he urged Lebanon to tackle years of conflict and crisis and become a sign of peace for the Middle East. BBC News.
Stay in touch with Radio Cayman with the latest up-to-date, accurate news and information. For your convenience, the headline news will be repeated on our sister station, Breeze 105.3 FM, weekdays at 8:30 a.m. Follow Radio Cayman on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or download the Radio Cayman app in the App Store or log on to www.radiocayman.gov.ky and stay connected to what's happening in the community. Radio Cayman, your voice, your choice, your radio.
Tune in every Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. for Radio Cayman's Midday Newscast. Radio Cayman, the People's Station, your trusted official source for the latest news. The 12 p.m. news is proudly brought to you by Health City Cayman Islands. World-class healthcare within your reach.
Radio Cayman News.
Emergency response efforts underway after bird flu is found in West Bay.
By working together and remaining vigilant, we can contain this effectively.
Please make sure you are practicing basic hygiene.
Radio Cayman, your voice, your choice for today's biggest news.
The 8 a.m. weather update brought to you by CG Britcay, where people come first.
Pleasant good morning. Let's take a look at the latest weather report. Current temperature is 79 degrees. Relative humidity is 90%. The barometric pressure is 29.95 inches and rising. The wind is out of the east-northeast at 2 knots. Overnight low temperature was 76 degrees. Synopsis indicate a weak pressure gradient over the northwest Caribbean will support light winds and seas for the Cayman area for the next 24 hours as a frontal boundary drifts across the Gulf of Mexico and is expected to linger north of Cuba. Satellite analysis indicates scattered low-level clouds with embedded convection noted mainly in and around Cayman Brac and Little Cayman. Now, the forecast for the Cayman Islands calling for partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers, and temperatures will rise to the mid to upper 80s with a heat index near 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Your winds will be easterly at 5 to 10 knots and seas will be slight with wave heights of 1 to 3 feet. Forecast for tonight calling for partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers and temperatures falling to the mid-70s. Tonight, winds will be east to northeast at 5 to 10 knots, and seas will be slight with wave heights of 1 to 3 feet as well. We're presently at a high tide, and the next low tide will be this afternoon at 3 minutes past 2, and a high tide again tonight at 6:58. The sun will set this evening at 5:45 and will rise tomorrow morning at 6:45. And the outlook is calling for the high-pressure system associated with the frontal boundary to build over the southern United States, supporting moderate winds and seas for the Cayman area by Thursday morning. And that's the very latest on your weather report.
Let's hear it for your Wildcat cheerleaders.
Aunt Angie, weren't you a cheerleader?
The best in the Western Hemisphere, until I attempted that switch kick, double twist, roundhouse.
Huh?
Exactly. I must have been in the air for 20 seconds before I fell into that snare drum. I set a world record, though, and thankfully I could trust the CG Medical Portal with my claims. All 37 of them.
The CG Medical Portal. Safe and secure. CG Brit-K. Good like that.
The 8 a.m. weather update brought to you by
CG Brit-K, where people come first.
Hi there, Cayman Islands. This is Noel Cayasso-Smith, HIV lecturer for the Cayman AIDS Foundation. HIV has no name, no face. That's why it's important to always use a condom when engaging in sexual activity. Know your HIV status. Get tested today. Call the Health Services Authority and make an appointment to get tested today. Remember, early detection could save your life. This message has been brought to you from the Cayman AIDS Foundation.
The 2025 Gospel Fest is nearly here. Proudly brought to you by Williams Productions. Close out the year to the sounds of Karen Peck and New River alongside Autumn Neelan Streetman live in concert. December 31st at First Baptist Church. Gates open at 5:30 p.m. Concert starts at 7. So come early and get ready for a night of unforgettable music. Tickets are $25 pre-sale or $35 at the gate. Grab yours today at Funky Tangs or the Cayman Islands Conference. Proceeds to support the Alzheimer's and Dementia Association of the Cayman Islands. For more information and tickets, call 916-8115. The 2025 Gospel Fest is proudly sponsored by the Office of the Premier, Cayman First, Health City, Value Med Pharmacy, Ministry of District Administration and Home Affairs, Uncle Clem's, Physiotherapy Center, Ministry of Youth, Sports and Heritage, Praise 87.9, Ministry of Tourism and Trade and Development, and Radio Cayman.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Enjoy a delicious start to your day with breakfast from Subway.
Good morning again. This time we check in with traffic, see what's slowing and what's flowing. Further up on Shamrock Road, traffic is moving at a moderate pace. Further down, a different story as traffic is steady. As you approach the Linford Pearson Highway, expect some delays as you head on down to Georgetown. Coming off of Bobby Thompson Way and Agnes Way, traffic is steady. And steady traffic heading to Georgetown on Cool Road. Expect some delays. And heading east on Cool Road, traffic is moving pretty good. Edward Street, moderate flow of traffic. Godfrey Nixon Way and Eastern Avenue flowing at a moderate pace in both directions. No issues coming from the West Bay 4-way stop as traffic flowing nicely, as well as Owen Roberts Drive. Coming off of the Estella Tibbetts Highway, steady traffic, and continuing on to North Sound Road, Industrial Park area flowing moderately. And on the West Bay Road in front of the Ritz, traffic is moderate in both directions. That's what's happening on your roads. Join us again at about 10 minutes past 12. We'll give you another look at traffic. Have a good morning, drive safe, and click it or ticket.
Did you know ordering your favorite sandwich from Subway just got easier? Yeah, picture this. No more waiting in line. No more fussing with cash. Just a delicious taste of Subway at your fingertips. With our new app, ordering your go-to sub is as easy as a few taps on your phone. Plus, receive exclusive deals and earn loyalty points with every purchase made on the app. Download the new Subway app today and get ready to ditch the lines and drive straight into your flavor. Visit the App Store or Google Play Store on your mobile phone and search for Subway Cayman Islands. Subway. Eat fresh.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Enjoy a delicious start to your day with breakfast from Subway.
The Buzz with your host, Cathy Miller.
Good morning and welcome back to The Buzz. I'm your host, Cathy Miller, and on this segment, we're talking about something that helps spread a little bit of joy, and that's the KPMG annual Make a Difference Day. And in studio with me, I have DeAnn Blackman. She's the Corporate Citizenship Committee. Whew.
It's a long title. It's okay.
It's just the CCC. The alliteration of it. You're the Corporate Citizenship Committee lead at KPMG Cayman Islands. And also joining me is one of the nonprofit representatives, Catherine Childs. I'm going to call her Cathy because, that's also her name. She's environmental program manager at the National Trust. So good morning, ladies. How are you doing?
Good morning. Thanks
Great.
for having us.
Yes, absolutely. It's good to see you.
It's good to meet you. I haven't met either of you as yet. So, and I love meeting another Cathy. I'm like, okay.
Absolutely.
Feels good. So we're talking about the annual Make a Difference Day. And before we just get into what exactly that is, Dee, this is my first time having you on the show as well. So if you could explain your role a little bit with KPMG.
Yes, so I am the senior manager for local talent and career development at KPMG. But in addition to that, I also oversee all of our community engagement initiatives, whether that's through local partnerships or international initiatives as well.
Okay, wonderful. And Cathy, if you could explain your role a little bit with the National Trust.
Sure. I am the Environmental Programs Manager at the National Trust. And of course, the National Trust is working to preserve all the great things about the Cayman Islands, like its natural environment, historic heritage, all those things. The National Trust is working to preserve those things. And we're really, really grateful for corporate partners like KPMG.
Yes. Oh, you need that help for sure.
Absolutely,
the National Trust
sure
has
do.
a big job out there. So kudos to you for everything that you guys do and helping
you.
kind of preserve Cayman as well. All right. So we're talking about the Make a Difference Day.
Yep.
And if you can start telling us exactly what the Make a Difference Day is and what it means to KPMG Cayman Islands.
Yeah, so KPMG Make a Difference Day, it's actually a global initiative where member firms across the globe spend a day giving back to various organizations. It's a day where employees are encouraged to, give back, spend the day working together, helping out in different projects, whether that's from an environmental perspective, educational perspective, or helping with any other social issues in the community.
So corporate social responsibility is a thing.
Yes.
I don't work in the corporate world per se. I'm still in government, but it's not corporate per se, and I'm definitely in media, so I get to have a lot more fun.
Yeah.
But when it comes to corporate social responsibility, why is that such an important thing for people to keep in mind?
It's, for me, I always think of the proverb, it takes a village to raise a child, and for me, it's not just about, in the essence of raising the child, but it's that collective effort as a community where we all play a role in, building a better future for our future generation. And, we can't do it alone. We have to work together, whether that's through monetary support or giving our time or other means.
And I like that. And KPMG is one of the big four, right?
Correct.
So I think being one of the leading global accounting consultancy firms, the revenue you guys make, which is great and it's impressive. It's amazing that you can give back into your communities.
Absolutely.
Because sometimes people look at corporations like, what are they doing exactly?
Mm-hmm.
But they don't always see the effort that does go back in the community. And it's programs like this where we get to talk about it. It's seeing the different sponsorships. It's seeing you guys being part of the different community events that I think makes a difference, because it is helping raise everybody, but to raise that community and bring us all together. So
absolutely,
I think that's a great thing. So how did this initiative begin?
So, like I mentioned, it is a global initiative, and the various member firms from across the globe, they are able to have liberty in how they adopt it. So for KPMG Cayman, we opt to do it in November each year, and that's strategically done because our fiscal year starts in October, so it's like the start of a brand new year. And so we want to start the year off on the right foot. And, we normally engage with our employees to get feedback on, what are some pressing issues or any projects in the community that they'd like to see us support or get more involved in. We do try to do a balance of indoor versus outdoor. This year we did a lot of outdoor, which was quite exciting. But yeah.
Okay, I like that. I like that you're getting the feedback on what people want to see in the community happen.
Yes.
I like that too. Okay. Could you give us a quick snapshot of the 5 projects your volunteers supported this year?
Yeah, so this year was quite a busy year. So we partnered with the National Trust, where volunteers planted a number of crops in Northside to help with developing the butterfly garden. We also partnered with the NCVO. In celebration of Heritage Week, we wanted to do an educational activity, age appropriate, of course, where the students got to make crafts in the shapes of the Cayman sea turtle, as well as the stingray. We also partnered with John Gray, where we did 2 projects. We did repainting of the former main entrance of the John Gray campus off of Walker's Road. We painted the exterior wall as well as the main gates and the picnic benches near to the new field that everyone can see from the roadside. And we also worked with the students to develop their grow boxes, planting 70 crops that were donated kindly by the Department of Agriculture as well.
That's awesome. I really like that's a lot of partnerships going on.
Yeah.
You got a lot done.
And the last one was Meals on Wheels, where we sponsored 350 meals to be delivered in the community. So
that's amazing. I love. Was it KPMG volunteers delivering those meals?
Absolutely.
I love that. That's awesome. Okay, now, since we do have Cathy from the National Trust here in the studio with us right now, I want to know how your partnership happened.
So at KPMG, we actually have a community committee, and the committee has 3 main pillars that we try to be strategic in tailoring what we support. And one of the pillars is the environmental pillar. And so through that pillar, we do a lot of partnership with organizations like the National Trust. And so we thought it would be fitting to reach out to see what they had available that we could help out and do.
Okay, so Cathy, the help came to you.
Exactly.
I'm sure it's you always having to go out and be like, we need some support here, but the help came to you.
Yes, and actually KPMG is constantly sponsoring projects with us. We're really, really grateful. We just came back from the big climate conference that happens every year around the world. And KPMG helped to sponsor one of the young Caymanians to attend that. And they're helping us with the southern end of the Mastic Trail to put a nice little picnic area in there.
Nice.
Lots of great projects. But this particular one about the butterfly garden, we're really grateful that they came out and supported that, because they actually came out, got their hands dirty, put in the plants, and it's a cool project. I don't know if you've seen Malportis Pond up in Northside before.
I don't think
so. A lot of people don't even know it's there, and it's really cool. It's a big pond, like a lake, that's up there in Northside. Just after you pass the primary school and the post office, there's a turn off to the left, and we have signs up. Go down and check it out, because it's beautiful. Birders love it because it's full of birds. It's the area where the flamingo was seen a couple of years ago.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yes, because I was like, where can I find a flamingo? Yes, okay.
Yeah, it's a beautiful area. So we're putting in a couple of viewing platforms so people can get up above the mangroves and be able to see over the pond and be able to really enjoy the tremendous vistas that you can get in that location. And those are going to be finished in the next couple of weeks. So we're really grateful and excited about that. But right next to the first one, when you first come in, we noticed it was a perfect spot for our little butterfly garden, because it was already had a few host plants that were there, but we've gone in and put all sorts of native plants along there with KPMG's help that will attract our local butterflies. They're all local plants. They attract our local butterflies, which is a big part of the food web, as you can imagine, with all the birds that are there as well. And we visited yesterday, and it's already full of butterflies, believe it or not. Yeah, awesome. They're little tiny plants still, but they're already being used for the butterflies. It's a beautiful place to go. So I encourage all the public to go. We're just so grateful for KPMG for making it happen.
I love it. So is it an enclosed butterfly garden?
Not at all. No,
not at all. Wow.
Yeah, it's
because I'm thinking about the former butterfly garden that we used to have.
I
here,
remember,
right?
the butterfly farm. That was fun. But no, this is all part of nature.
Oh, I love that.
It's our local butterflies. And so it's going to be part of the whole ecosystem there with the birds that will be there as well. We also planted a bunch of new trees that will be there that will grow up into and host different fruits and berries and flowers that are important for the birds and everything else in that ecosystem. And now this little butterfly garden just is like the cherry on top. It's really going to be gorgeous. It already is.
Well, it's not like I need another excuse to go down to Northside, but this pond now is in Northside, you said.
It is.
The name of the pond again?
Malportis Pond.
Malportis Pond. It's just after the primary school and library, you said.
Yeah, that's where the entrance is, but it's a big pond. It's all behind there. And we call it the Malportis Pond Bird Sanctuary. So come out and check it out.
I will. I love that. I think that's a great idea. How long did it take for this project to happen? It's a day initiative that KPMG volunteers do, right?
Initiative. So we actually booked a shuttle to take our employees who volunteered to Northside, because for some it was their first time heading up to Northside. It was a nice little field trip, and they spent a couple of hours, I would say, for the better part of the morning, doing the planting and digging the holes in the ground to do to plant the plants. But it was a fun afternoon. I wasn't there personally, so I was at the John Gray Project, but I heard great feedback about it.
Yeah. I love it. I think that's such a nice idea, and especially when you said that there's been some people that work at KPMG that perhaps are just brand new to the island or been here a little bit and just haven't had the chance to check out Cayman. So
exactly.
It was, for some people, their first time going to Northside.
Exactly.
I love that. What was their experience, if they've shared?
Well, I think when you're in town a lot, it's like the city, right, of Cayman. And so when you head out to the eastern districts, it really reminds you of, like Cayman back in the day. And it was quite positive feedback from the volunteers who it was their first time going. And they were quite impressed, to see Cayman has so much diversity, and they plan to go back.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely planning to go because I didn't know about the pond right there, and I love the idea of a butterfly garden there as well. And so it's very, very beautiful, and I know my dog would like it. And if dogs are allowed in that area, which I'm pretty sure they are, because I don't think they're banned from any area in Cayman per se.
Even on a leash, please. That's
yes.
No chasing birds,
yes.
please.
She doesn't really do that. Chickies, yes. But she loves butterflies, actually. Butterflies come up to her all the time, and it's such a beautiful interaction to see. So I would love to experience that. I think that would be a great thing.
Oh, that sounds beautiful.
Yes, it is. It's nice.
It's a nice area to go and just sit and relax as well.
Yes. So. I like that. Okay. I think that's a great partnership that you guys have. And there's more that you've been doing stuff over the years to support to support the National Trust.
Yeah. And I also want to mention that they have not just gone out there that day and gotten their hands dirty, which is fabulous, but they've also sponsored the care for that butterfly garden for a whole year to make sure that it is completely embedded in the area and it survives, because a lot of people, when they do tree planting projects or whatever, they think that's all there is to it. But keeping those plants alive until they're established and in the ground is the hard part.
What's the care? What's the care involved? This is probably
just
why
making
my plants
sure it gets
died.
enough water, and that they're cared for, and that if there's any problems, you're there to fix it. That's what most people don't think about, but it's really, really the important and hard part. So for KPMG to take it upon themselves to sponsor looking after them for a whole year really, I think, goes above and beyond. So we're grateful for that.
I think it's awesome. Yeah, absolutely. For a whole year, I'd go, way to go. Kudos to that. We like that. We like that. And I think what I didn't realize, Dee, is when you were explaining in the beginning about the Make a Difference Day, is that there's at least 5 different initiatives that were happening, but all of them were happening on that same day.
Correct.
For some reason, I thought it was scattered throughout the month. One day we're going to go here, and
no,
the rest. Wow.
It's all on the same day.
It's a big impact in one day.
To make as much impact as we can, and island-wide. That was one of our goals this year, especially with Meals on Wheels. Last year we did Georgetown and West Bay. This year we want to make sure we expand it to the eastern districts.
Right. because they don't get a lot of visits as much, right? So yeah, it's nice. I know it's convenient for us in town per se, but yeah, it's not convenient for them when they're not visited as much. So it's nice that you could do that. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then I know we're going to speak to another NPO as well that's a recipient of some of KPMG's Make a Difference Day as well. And we'll get into that right after the commercial break.
This holiday season, let Kirk Market do the roasting so you can do the hosting. Visit in-store or shop online and order your traditional family feast, complete with classic roasted turkey and ham, all the tasty sides and trimmings. Let the chefs at Kirk Market be your holiday helpers so you can spend less time in the kitchen. Order online at kirkmarket.ky or visit in-store today. And don't forget to visit the florist at Kirk Market to find the perfect centerpiece for your table. There's no place like Kirk Market for the holidays.
Parents, if you're navigating the world of boarding schools, it can feel overwhelming. Dorm and Day are here to help. You don't have to do it alone. Whether your child is reaching for new academic challenges, looking to shine as a competitive athlete, or simply searching for the school that brings out their best, Dorm and Day are your trusted educational experts located right here in Georgetown. For 10 years, Dorm and Day have helped families just like yours to find the best fit schools with one-on-one support every step of the way. So why stress when you can have an experienced partner by your side? Visit dormandday.ky or call 936-3676 today. Dorm and Day, celebrating 10 years of opening doors to brighter futures.
Tired of burning cash at the gas pump and wasting time in traffic? Say goodbye to gridlock and hello to freedom with a Kimco scooter from Automotive Art. Trusted in over 100 countries, Kimco is now known worldwide for reliable, fuel-efficient scooters built to last. Perfect for Cayman's roads. With 2 models to choose from, the Agility 125cc for just $23.99 and the Agility RS Naked 125cc for $24.99. It's the smart, budget-friendly way to beat traffic and cut costs. Visit Automotive Art today and ride smarter with Kimco, because saving money should never mean slowing down.
Ho, ho, ho! Still searching for the perfect gift or that comfy couch to curl up on this holiday season? Beacon Furniture at Plaza Venetia, North Sound Road near China Village, is your one-stop holiday happiness shop. From gorgeous living and dining rooms to bedroom sets, outdoor furniture, candles, and a wide selection of home accessories, we've got something for everyone on your list. Stop by our showroom, meet our cheerful elves, friendly staff, and let us make your holiday shopping fast, fun, and oh so festive. Call 943-2500 today and let Beacon Furniture help you slay this holiday season.
Hello, Cayman Islands. Warm greetings from St. Martin. This year's Miss Caribbean pageant will be held on December 5th at the Alizé Convention Center in St. Martin. Join us live at 8 p.m. on our brand new YouTube channel for full coverage. Let's come together and support our queens. The Miss Caribbean Hibiscus pageant, December 5th at the Alizé Convention Center in St. Martin.
The Buzz with your host, Cathy Miller.
Welcome back to The Buzz. I'm your host, Cathy Miller, and we are talking about KPMG's annual Make a Difference Day. In studio with me, I have DeAnn Blackman. She's the Corporate Citizenship Committee's lead at KPMG Cayman Islands. And just joining us now in studio is Delores Thompson. She's a preschool director at the NCVO. So I welcomed the other ladies a little earlier, but Delores, welcome to you to the show. It's my first time chatting with you as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's good to be here.
It's good to have you. If you could give us a bit of a description of what your role is with the NCVO.
Okay, I am the preschool director, as you've said. NCVO, our mission is that we are committed to the well-being, care, and education of families and children in need across the island. Okay, so we have a preschool. We also have a foster home, but I run the preschool. So my job is just to make sure that the preschool is up and running, that we have proper staffing, and that the children get a wonderful experience. We help them on their path.
That must be a very enriching and rewarding
role
for you.
It is so exciting. I just love it. I absolutely love it. I spent 33 years in secondary education, and then I made the switch to early years, and I just love it.
Is it a lot easier? Everything poses challenges.
Yeah, everything has its challenges. It is easier. I get hugs. Hey, I didn't get hugs from high schoolers. How did you want hugs from high schoolers? But, you know.
If I remember my time, it was like stay 3 feet away from me.
Exactly, yeah.
As a moody teenage girl, I definitely embodied that at that time. I got a question for you. The telethon. Is the telethon ever coming back?
Good question.
We loved it.
I
Now that we have
know.
TV back, I'm just...
I know.
true.
There has been conversations about it. Okay. Yes, there has been conversations, and I hope it'll come back.
I hope
really
so,
do.
too. I hope so, too. I'm just putting that idea out there while I can.
No, great. The more people that, say, bring it back,
Yes.
is
I
the more
used to help with
encouragement
that
we have.
way back like 10, 15 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So,
we'll recruit you if we start it up again.
Yeah, there's a lot of us, especially in media entertainment, that would go in and help out with that. So it was awesome. Absolutely. I'd love to help with that again. Okay, so we're here to talk about something different.
Yes.
And if you could tell us how the NCVO's partnership with KPMG came about for the Make a Difference Day.
For the Make a Difference Day. Well, they reached out to us, really, and said, we want to come and do something with the preschool. What can we do? November for us is our Heritage Month, so the children spend the whole month of December learning about Cayman, their home, all the different symbols, the flag and the flowers. And so it's just a really rich time for us to just dive into Cayman heritage and culture. And so when they reached out, we're like, yeah, this is perfect. This is a great time. They wanted to do a craft. And so we decided together that it would be stingrays and turtles. And so the kids absolutely loved it. And it fits so nicely in with our theme that we were doing for the month.
Absolutely
so
does.
It was great.
Especially when I think about turtling and Cayman Islands and history with that and all the rest. I love that.
Yeah.
So for KPMG's side, Dee, can you tell us how you selected the NCVO? And why was there that craft element that you married with that?
So one of our second pillars for our community committee is lifelong learning. And so that's looking at supporting educational programs in the community. So for us, we thought it was very important to have an educational project to support. And, we've done period reading, we've done book drives. And so we said, you know what, we have some crafty individuals in the office. We're a firm of accountants, but, people can be creative too. And so we wanted to do something a little different. And our committee lead was quite passionate about doing a project with kids and early childhood education.
Okay, I like this. So what was, I guess, so it was a craft project that was happening.
Correct.
Did you have any, Delores, from your side, did you guys have any, I guess, direction, or were you leading this part of the project?
I left it all up to them. Oh. All I did was arrange the environment, right? So we made sure that the tables were set up, and they brought in some tables and made sure that the kids were where they needed to be when they needed to be. Staff was there. And their team was great. They were absolutely awesome. They were playing with the kids. I mean, we have a wide range of children in our preschool. We are an inclusive preschool, so we have some children with special needs. And there's one little boy who just wasn't really able to do the crafts. And so there was a team member out there playing ball with him, and he loved it. And I saw some of her team out there playing hopscotch, and they were just immersed in being with the kids, and it was just a wonderful experience for them.
I mean, I know they're little kids, but what was their, I guess, their response to everything?
They enjoyed it. They really did. They loved it. They loved the attention. They loved being outside because we moved it outside, right? So we're like, yay, we're going outside again. And kids love crafts. They just love crafts. So they really, really enjoyed it. And it's always a good experience to have people from the outside come in and work with the kids, so they get that experience of dealing with different people, hearing different languages and just being able to communicate. They got to work on their fine motor skills. It was just really good, really awesome experience.
I like that. Now, it's because we're working with kids, so that there can be a bit of a safeguarding issue, right? Right. There are concerns that everybody has to have. So when it came to the KPMG employees, did you have to ensure that they went through any training or anything like that prior to hanging out with the kids? Is it necessary? I have no idea.
So first of all, we the safety and the well-being of students is our priority. And so leading up to Make a Difference Day, we actually ran a series of Darkness to Light training sessions led by the Red Cross internally in the office, so that way we can ensure that if not all, majority of our volunteers who are going out into the community have the right tools, right, before they go into the classrooms. And then with that as well, we ensure that, that there is teachers present as well, so that it wasn't just our volunteers with the students interacting. Because we also do volunteer work with other organizations that involves working with students, and that is one of the requirements as well to complete the Darkness to Light as well as the safeguarding training, which we ensure to be compliant with.
Kudos to you guys. I think it's very impressive that you are doing that, because that can be just an extra step for people that I don't have time to go through that training, whatever it might be, right? But it's needed.
Yes.
It's necessary. Yes. And I just love that the volunteers as well at KPMG went through that training as well. I just think it's so important. So kudos to you guys it wasn't just for the kids, but it also did train people with a whole new set of tools and knowledge and what to do in case they might run into an incident where they need to retrieve those tools when it comes to safeguarding with children. So I love that. Any other partnerships with NCVO?
Well, I mean, it's still early days. And when we met with Ms. Thompson for the tour, she did share about some other initiatives and projects. So we'll definitely be discussing more. I'd love if the telethon came back. That's a fond childhood memory for me. But yes, for sure, that'll be something that we'll be doing going forward.
Well, what about you, Delores? Can you tell us of any, priorities that the NCVO is set on right now?
Honestly, I'm going to be honest now. We do get corporate sponsorship. We are an NPO, and so we do have people who want to sponsor projects. Our biggest issue right now is our overhead expenses. And that's honest. That's the truth, right? And so you have a few corporations who will say, okay, I'm giving something to your overheads. But a lot of people want to do a project, which is great. And we love the projects and we need that. I've got a beautiful playground. And that's because of donations from people, And so I really appreciate that. But that's one of the things that we need. And as we're thinking about it, we're like, maybe corporations could sponsor a class. And in sponsoring that class, you also sponsor the salary of that teacher, right? Or sponsor, as I said before, we're a very inclusive preschool. We have lots of children with additional learning support needs. So maybe come alongside us and sponsor our Senko. We do have a qualified Senko. And so things like that, we would really appreciate. But we just, I think it's so important. And I will take this opportunity as the president of the Cayman Islands Early Childhood Association. Sorry to jump in here with this plug. But I do want to say, as you've said, kudos to KPMG. We really appreciate that. But I think it's really important for every organization out there, for everybody actually, for every person to realize the importance of early childhood education and supporting families and children. And so everybody can do something. Yes. Right? Everybody can do something. It doesn't have to be financial. If you're a singer, come in and teach the kids how to sing a song, teach them how to do a dance. If you're a corporation, maybe you can't afford to give money, make sure that you support your families by supporting your staff who have children, right? Maybe have flex time so they can pick their kids up from school and then go home and spend time with them. If you've got breastfeeding moms, have a nice lounge where they can go and breastfeed. And so it's about everybody recognizing. I know that came out of the Life Conference very clear. The message was it's everybody's business and we all profit and benefit. So I just want to encourage everybody out there to see what they can do to support families and children.
Oh, okay, I love that. Very strong, very passionate about it. That was very well said.
Thank you.
But you're right, it is everybody's responsibility.
Yes.
And sometimes we need people to step up and show us how to kind of lead the way with it. So again, kudos KPMG and your Make a Difference Day in being able to do something like that and being able to reach out to the NCVO and say, hey, we do want to work on a project with you. What can we do? We'd like to do this craft thing. And it did fit in with the Celebrating Cayman's Culture and Heritage, as you do for the month of November, was it? Yeah. Yes. So I like that. I think it's a nice little marriage per se.
Yeah.
And who knows what could be held in the future, right? There could be more coming. There could be more coming. All right. Thank you so much, Delores, for joining us. We're going to take a commercial break right now. And then I'm going to get into just a little bit more about KPMG and their whole kind of organization of what they do. And a little bit more, because these are two of the nonprofits that we spoke to, but there was at least 3 other initiatives that happened for the Make a Difference Day. So we're going to get into more details right there.
Tired of burning cash at the gas pump and wasting time in traffic? Say goodbye to gridlock and hello to freedom with a Kimco scooter from Automotive Art. Trusted in over 100 countries, Kimco is now known worldwide for reliable, fuel-efficient scooters built to last. Perfect for Cayman's roads. With 2 models to choose from, the Agility 125cc for just $23.99 and the Agility RS Naked 125cc for $24.99. It's the smart, budget-friendly way to beat traffic and cut costs. Visit Automotive Art today and ride smarter with Kimco, because saving money should never mean slowing down.
I'm Michael Webster.
And I'm Denise Brown of Cayman Insurance Center.
Family is not the most important thing, it's everything.
We have worked with the community and their families on protecting themselves for the future.
Whether it's providing top-rated life insurance
or protecting your family's household investment.
From our family to yours, we understand and we care.
I'm Denise Brown. Call me at 814-7229.
And I'm Michael Webster at 925-5433.
We are Cayman Insurance Center,
specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services at an affordable rate. We are Michael and
Denise at Cayman Insurance Center.
Call today.
This holiday season, let Kirk Market do the roasting so you can do the hosting. Visit in-store or shop online and order your traditional family feast, complete with classic roasted turkey and ham, all the tasty sides and trimmings. Let the chefs at Kirk Market be your holiday helpers so you can spend less time in the kitchen. Order online at kirkmarket.ky or visit in-store today. And don't forget to visit the florist at Kirk Market to find the perfect centerpiece for your table. There's no place like Kirk Market for the holidays.
Water Authority Cayman wishes to advise its valued customers of an early office closure at the Grand Cayman office on Friday, 5th December 2025 to facilitate a staff function. Cashiers will close at 11 a.m. The office will close at 12 p.m. The Cayman Brac Customer Service Office will remain open for regular hours. The Grand Cayman office will reopen for regular business hours on Monday, 8th December 2025. The authority apologizes for any inconvenience this may cause and appreciates the public's understanding.
The Buzz with your host, Cathy Miller.
All right, welcome back to The Buzz. I'm your host, Cathy Miller, and now just hanging out with me in studio is still DeAnn Blackman, Corporate Citizenship Committee Lead at KPMG Cayman Islands. And we spoke, DeAnn, with 2 of the nonprofits that benefit from KPMG's Make a Difference Day, and that was the NCVO and the National Trust.
Yes.
So thanks to both Cathy and Delores from each nonprofit to give us a little bit of reflection on what the day was like when the Make a Difference Day happened for them, and to understand the project that happened and kind of the benefits that came from it. Yes. And it's going to benefit all of us, because if it's benefiting the children, that benefits future generations.
100%.
And then doing something like enhancing a natural environment and making it just a more enjoyable place for all of us to go to.
Exactly.
Again,
even
another
your dog?
lifelong thing. Yes, even my dog. My dog just likes being outside. She's very easily stimulated, apparently. All right. So you mentioned that on the day you were actually at John Gray High School.
Yes. So the John Gray project was quite exciting. It started out initially as one project where we were planning to paint the exterior wall and the main gates along with the picnic benches. And in our site visit and discussions with the acting principal, we discovered that they had a donation of 70 crops from Department of Agriculture, but they needed the grow boxes and the materials. So we said, okay, well, why not divvy up our volunteers, and some can plant crops with the guidance of representative from Department of Agriculture, and then the rest of us will continue to paint.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
So which part did you hang out with?
I love painting.
You didn't want to get the nails bad with the I get it.
No, I don't have a green thumb. I know my strengths. That's not one of them.
Not mine either, although I try.
But, I even though I personally didn't go to John Gray, my mom being an educator at SciFec, I was at the campus years upon years. And so, myself, along with other alumni who are employees at the firm who were there at when it was Cayman Islands High School, then when it transitioned to John Gray, and then SciFec, it was an opportunity for them to really give back to their alma mater and really have that school pride. So it's an exciting day.
I think that's pretty awesome. So you went to John Gray?
Yes. Oh, no, well, I went to St. Ignatius.
St. Ignatius, okay. All right. But you were right next door.
I was right next door.
Right next door.
Yeah.
And you said your mom worked at SciFex for a number of years. Yes. So, okay, that's kind of cool in the sense of just kind of giving back to something that is really something that you were a part of, per se.
Yes.
I like that. So what was the reaction from the kids and the teachers?
So we definitely had a number of curious students, who were kind of looking to see what we're doing with the wall and the benches, because we started early in the morning. So by the time lunch arrived, the benches were a different color. But going back to safeguarding, we did not interact with the students.
Okay.
However, on the gardening project, we did work with some of the students collectively to plant the crops. And it was more of an educational opportunity for them to learn how to also care for the crops as well.
And as you said, the Department of Agriculture was there giving guidance.
Correct, yes. So we purchased all the supplies, from the lumber to build the grow boxes, which one of their teachers kindly built all 5. And then we provided the soil and the other additional materials to what's it called? The trellis. I learned a new word for the tomatoes. And yeah, so it was an exciting time, and the Department of Agricultural Representative was very supportive and patient. So I was told, and providing guidance to not just the volunteers but also the students as well.
Awesome. I think that's great, and it's a growing initiative.
It is.
not to throw a pun in there, but
yeah.
I really love it, and it also teaches the students how to take care of something that is alive. Even though I'm not good at it as an adult.
And
if it's a plant.
Everyone learns in different ways, right? And it's an opportunity for students to learn or apply the knowledge that they've learned from the classroom and put it to practice.
Right.
And hopefully it'll pique their interest maybe to start their own little garden at home once they learn, the importance of sustainable agriculture or the benefits of it.
Yeah, and I'm sure, from what I always hear from, when I say adults, I mean adults that are older than me. So I am in my mid-40s now, but I'm talking about like the older adults that all of a sudden enter their gardening phase, which happens apparently.
Yep.
And I'm like, am I gonna hit this phase? I do not know. I don't think I have the patience for it per se. But there is a peace and a tranquility, and it's almost meditative in a sense to be gardening. So I'm like, okay, maybe I do welcome that in this era in my life. Yes.
It teaches a lot of patience.
Yeah, so I like the fact that, children from being so young are going to be learning those concepts as well, pretty much, or how, the mental health wise, what gardening can do for you per se. Exactly. So I like that. They don't have to wait until they're adults.
Agreed.
To get those benefits.
100%.
So in beautifying the school, why was it important to beautify the school per se?
Well, for a lot of the volunteers, some of them, like I mentioned, were alumni, and the campus, for me, it's like a historical landmark in the community, and it's been a part of so many individuals' lives, and it's had such an impact in different ways, whether it's the walking track or when you're in year 11 and you're walking down the road to get your lunch from a nearby business, you're seeing and interacting with the space, right? And so partnering with John Gray to do the beautification project of specifically the exterior wall on Walker's Road was quite an exciting and a rewarding project to be a part of, to say, here we're helping to beautify our community.
I think to me as well, the environment that you're in, it matters so much.
Yes.
And I mean, at least for me, it matters so much. I might produce differently. I might perform differently, all the rest. So I think the environment that you surround yourself with does matter.
Yes.
And so, and we think about that in our own space at home a lot.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, make it your space. It makes a difference to you.
Exactly.
So I think that is important where you work, where you go to school. Enjoy that space. Make it your space. Make it beautiful, whatever that means for you.
Exactly.
Yes. So you had a couple more initiatives that happened that day. One of them was the Meals on Wheels, which we briefly touched on.
Yeah. So we, with Meals on Wheels this year, we expanded to doing deliveries to the Eastern districts. And so the way that we organize is we try to pair up our volunteers in groups of 2 to 3. We try to do a random mix for the pairing. So it also encourages employees to meet someone new or get to know someone that maybe is in a different department than them. And in partnering with, through the participation with Meals on Wheels, it offers our volunteers the opportunity to better understand the challenges that are faced by vulnerable members in our community, and seeing firsthand why initiatives such as Meals on Wheels is so important.
I think it's so important. I'm really glad that you were able to get, was it how many volunteers? I want to say 360, but I might be getting that. Getting that wrong.
So we had over 50 volunteers for Meals on Wheels this year, which is almost doubled from the number of volunteers we had last year.
And you delivered to, do you remember how many homes you?
It was over 150 homes.
Over 150. Okay, see, that's why I said 360.
Yeah.
That's some...
Oh, it's a 350 meals. There we go.
350 meals. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. To over 100 to 150 homes.
Yeah.
That's very, very impressive in one day. Well done. Yep. So that's, I think, the 4th initiative. Did I count that right? We got
we did National Trust,
NCVO.
We did 2 projects at John Gray.
Okay, so that counted as 2, the grow box and then the
Painting.
beautification. Okay.
Right. And then
Meals on Wheels. Now, for any of these, is there anything that kind of really stood out to you the most, or even feedback coming back from any of the volunteers? Any story that you can share?
Well, I would say it was in the lead up, I was at the week of Make a Difference Day. It was interesting but exciting to see the increased level of interest in wanting to participate in the Meals on Wheels initiative, to the point where we actually had to reach out to ask for additional tasks and routes to be able to, encourage and accommodate the additional volunteers. And for me, that's what Make a Difference Day is about, when we want to empower our employees to want to get involved. It's not mandatory, but they are encouraged, right? And so it's a great response, although an employee did say it has to be mandatory. We need to do this 4 times a year, once a quarter.
I've heard this actually from a competing firm. It is mandatory hours per month, and I was actually blown away by that. Yeah, and they lose their job if they don't do those mandatory volunteer hours.
And so we do,
or it's a condition of their job. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so we do empower our employees to utilize the 42 hours per year, to whether that's to organize an initiative or to volunteer in a program or any activity to give back. So that is something that is available. And we encourage our employees to take advantage of.
Yeah, and I think it's good that it's not mandatory, and I think that's something that sticks out to me because people have so many other pressures in life. Some people have so much time in the world and want to be involved and don't know how.
Yes.
So it's great for them, but then there's people with all sorts of other pressures that can't really put the time together. They might be able to donate in a different way, time or effort, but yeah, they just don't always necessarily have that capability to do so. So I like that it's not necessarily mandatory, but it is encouraged because people will do things in their own way as well.
Exactly. And we do have a committee of just about 30 KPMG volunteers who or comprise or make up the committee, community committee. And so as a committee member, they're tasked with planning projects and initiatives throughout the year. So it does provide our employees the opportunity to find something they're passionate about, whether it's a one-day volunteer opportunity or maybe it's a project that, runs over a course of a few months that they have the chance to get involved in.
I like that. For you, were you the head of everything? Did you coordinate everything, all the volunteers, the 5 different initiatives? Okay.
There's no I in team, right? So
there's me.
There's me. There's no I in team. And so it was honestly a team effort. Like I mentioned, we have there are 3 pillars, and each pillar has a lead or a co-lead. And so they were the individuals who essentially organized each initiative. I did plan the John Gray one personally, but we did have, it was a collective effort.
Okay, awesome. We got to go to the headline news in about 30 seconds. So I'm giving you 30 seconds if there's any kind of future projects or future goals for KPMG or last thoughts that you just want to leave with our listeners.
Yes, so if there are any NPOs out there that, mark your calendars, November 2026 will be KPMG's Make a Difference Day again. You can reach out to us at communitycommittee@kpmg.ky. That's communitycommittee@kpmg.ky. If there's a project or initiative that you could use some volunteers.
Okay, awesome. Wonderful. Perfectly said. Thank you for joining us this morning. And I'm going to go to the 9 a.m. headline news, but hopefully we'll hear more about what KPMG does a year from now.
Thanks for having me.
No problem.
From Radio Cayman's newsroom, this is Headlines. Local, regional, international news.
The headline news is brought to you by Kirk Market and Health Services Authority.
As government works to contain a bird flu outbreak in West Bay, and note that if you come across a dead chicken or other poultry, don't put it in the regular garbage bin. The Department of Agriculture and the Department of Environmental Health say dead or dying birds and poultry need to be reported to the DOA's avian flu hotline on 916-7146. Reporting all cases is, quote, essential for tracking, testing, and to safeguard the community. In international news, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky is expected to hold a joint news conference with his Irish counterpart shortly. While on an official visit to Ireland, he says he discussed matters with the Ukrainian negotiating team after they held talks with American officials on the U.S.-backed peace plan. President Trump's special envoy has landed in Moscow ahead of talks with President Putin on a draft peace plan. Ukraine's military says fighting is ongoing in the key eastern city of Pokrovsk, after the Kremlin claimed its forces had taken it. And the White House has confirmed a top U.S. Navy admiral ordered a second round of strikes on an alleged Venezuelan drug boat. The double-tap strike on September 2nd has drawn bipartisan scrutiny among U.S. lawmakers. The Washington Post recently reported that 2 people survived the first blast and were still clinging to the burning vessel when they were killed, raising fresh legality questions. The White House press secretary said on Monday that Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth authorized the strikes but did not give an order to, quote, kill everybody, as the report said. More than 80 people have been killed in a number of similar strikes in the Caribbean Sea since early September. Those are your headlines. I'm Karsley Fuller.
More news available at www.radiocayman.gov.ky. Check out our social media pages: Facebook, YouTube, X, formerly Twitter, Radio Cayman Headline News.
At HSA, we strive to provide the highest standard of care with compassion, integrity, and dedication. And so we say thank you, Cayman, for continuing to make us the most awarded organization on island by voting us the best of Cayman Islands in 9 medical categories. Your support reminds us why we do what we do, to serve the Cayman community with kindness and excellence. To find out more about our award-winning services, visit hsa.ky. At HSA, we are committed to caring for you.
This holiday season, let Kirk Market do the roasting so you can do the hosting. Visit in-store or shop online and order your traditional family feast, complete with classic roasted turkey and ham, all the tasty sides and trimmings. Let the chefs at Kirk Market be your holiday helpers so you can spend less time in the kitchen. Order online at kirkmarket.ky or visit in store today. And don't forget to visit the florist at Kirk Market to find the perfect centerpiece for your table. There's no place like Kirk Market for the holidays.
We give you honor and praise, adoration and glory.
Radio Cayman.
Praise time.
Praise him, praise him. Come and let's praise the Lord. Come and let's praise the Lord. Praise him in the morning and in the evening. Oh, let's praise the Lord.
Praise time in the morning.
Praise him, praise him.
Weekdays 6 to 6:30 a.m.
Radio Cayman, waking you up.
Rock my soul in the dudes of my favorite. Rock my soul in the dudes of my favorite.
Praise time.
I know he cares. He'll always be there. Oh, yeah. Praise him, praise him, praise him.
Praise time.
Set your clock for 6 a.m. or you will miss it.
Radio Cayman, maintaining the innovation.
On a daily basis, making it easy to connect with you, our listeners. Add us to WhatsApp today, 925-3261. That's 925-3261.
Radio Cayman.
Send a text or voice note.
Message us at 925-3261 on WhatsApp today and get active with Radio Cayman.
Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands.
Radio Cayman, maintaining the innovation.
Parents, if you're navigating the world of boarding schools, it can feel overwhelming. Dorm and Day are here to help. You don't have to do it alone. Whether your child is reaching for new academic challenges, looking to shine as a competitive athlete, or simply searching for the school that brings out their best, Dorm and Day are your trusted educational experts located right here in Georgetown. For 10 years, Dorm and Day have helped families just like yours to find the best fit schools with one-on-one support every step of the way. So why stress when you can have an experienced partner by your side? Visit dormandday.ky or call 936-3676 today. Dorm and Day, celebrating 10 years of opening doors to brighter futures.
The Buzz with your host, Cathy Miller.
Good morning. Welcome back to The Buzz. I'm your host, Cathy Miller, and it's all kind of smiles and laughs right now because I just know that one of my guests right now is very excited. She's come with a great energy so far. I was thinking maybe it was more than just water that was in the in the mug. It's coffee. She promises, and that is Rita Dickens. She's partner and consultant with CaymanHR, and also joining me is Heather Halsey, founder of CaymanHR. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. Thank
How are you doing?
for having us on the show this morning. Yeah,
It's
we're
good
doing well.
It's good to have you. I like the lightness so far. Thank you for joining me on The Buzz this morning. So we're spotlighting CaymanHR, which is a business that's been inspiring workplaces since 2020. So just 5 years. We're into it, almost 6 years now. CaymanHR believes that when employees are motivated, ambitious, and having fun, businesses thrive. I completely agree with that. And from the on-site support to remote point of contact services, CaymanHR are refining how HR connects with people. And we're going to hear all about that right now. So good morning, ladies. Again, welcome to The Buzz. And if you could each tell me just a little bit of a background about yourself and your role with CaymanHR.
Sure. So my name is Heather Halsey. I'm the founder of CaymanHR. I've lived in Cayman majority of my life. Grew up here, and my colleague Rita joined us in 2021. I think it was early days when Rita first joined us. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. So perhaps I could tell you a little bit about how CaymanHR came about.
Because I'm thinking it happened right when COVID hit.
Right in the middle of COVID. Right in the middle of COVID, which I think a lot of people thought I was completely crazy.
No, I love these kind of stories because sometimes you hear a lot of stories about businesses that started and thrive, and then a lot of businesses just shut down. So it's such a crazy balance to me. So I want to hear your story.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So anybody that knows me has probably heard me tell this story on more than one occasion. But years gone by, I was in a role. I've worked with some brilliant people in my career. Really, I've been very, very fortunate to be inspired by people that I work for and work with. And when my children were little, they're now away at university, but when they were little, I used to be driving them to school in the morning. And we'd be going down the bypass, and I'd have the radio on and have the music playing, and I'd be singing along. And anybody that knows me also knows that I cannot sing. I am the person that the karaoke bar puts on at the end of the night to clear the room and get everybody to go home, because I really can't sing. And the children would be saying to me, "Mum, please stop singing, be quiet, you're ruining the song." And I would laugh and say, no, I am so looking forward to my day ahead, because I was inspired by the people I worked with. I loved the work that I did. I felt really valued. And so it just made me sing on the way to work. And so I knew that whatever I was going to do next needed to help others sing on their way to work. Now, I have been in the HR space in Cayman pretty much for 30 years. It's had a thread all through my career, and I've worked in different areas. But there was a gap at that time that I spotted with particularly small businesses that were struggling because they didn't have an on-site HR person. They didn't need a full-time HR person. And so I thought, this is a great opportunity here in Cayman. We could offer some remote support. And I thought, it'll just be me at home on my own. Fast forward a month.
With how many children do you have?
Just two.
Just two?
Yeah.
Working full-time
Working
as well.
full-time. And within a month, there was two of us. And another month, I think there was four of us. And we now have a decent-sized team of predominantly Caymanian staff who are able to provide this type of support to hundreds of companies in Cayman. So, yeah, we love what we do. And I hope I can say that we all sing on the way to work, and we really try and help our clients, both the business owners who no longer have to deal with HR and their employees, sing on the way to work.
Do you still sing on the way to work?
I still sing on the way to work.
Okay, awesome. That's a good sign then.
Yep, I still sing on the way to work. I love what I do.
Rita, what about you? Are you singing on the way to work?
I celebrate. Celebrate is my thing. So yes, this is really water. But most definitely, I have to say, I love what I do. I think you can see with when I do it, I especially with training and coaching, I do emotional intelligence coaching. It comes from a place of passion, and we know the saying: if you love what you do, you never have to work a day in your life. And that's definitely where I at.
Yes. I don't know if I was just super entitled as a younger person around 18 or 17 that thought exactly that. If you just love what you do, you don't have to work a day in your life. And I, from there, just pursued the things that I loved or was good at doing. Yeah. And I've just kind of naturally fallen into that the whole time.
Yeah, that's amazing. We love those stories.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, I love it. I love hearing kind of your origin story per se. So you started in 2020, COVID had hit.
Yep.
Was this midway through the year, or?
Yeah, it was July 2020. So I had, I've been working.
Just almost being let outside again.
Yes, yeah, just about. So we're very fortunate. We have space at home, and so I have an office of my own at home. And so I thought, well, this is an easy option. I had just fairly recently completed my coaching certification as well. So again, that same kind of emotional intelligence vein around being curious about how people are coping and helping people with resilience during what was a very challenging time.
Yeah,
was meaningful.
Because there had to have been so many changes that businesses were going through. Mm-hmm. And so I get firms and bigger businesses, medium to large size businesses, they have probably a pretty robust HR department, and they know what to do. It's like systematic. They know what they're doing. But for the smaller businesses, which are the ones that you're mainly helping, mm-hmm. I'm sure they were just kind of lost.
Absolutely lost.
Procedurally, lawfully, am I doing the right things? Because there was a lot of things that were happening, HR-wise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perhaps illegally wise.
Today.
Yes.
It definitely is still a rippling effect of how people are adapting, going back into the workplace now, because young people started sort of working remotely, and now it's the culture shift of moving back.
Oh, those poor young people. Could you imagine being introduced to work from just having to work from home at the beginning of your career? That would be such a hard transition to then having now to go to an office building. Wow, yeah.
Even the basics, the things that I think me as a I'm going to say older generation, making a phone call. The number of new hires that we've had or people that we've interviewed who are nervous about picking up the phone and calling somebody because their entire lives have been online. They have been messaging, texting. There's no real judgment in the same way. That the nervousness that comes from just having to pick up the phone, and it's very different.
It's very different.
We also find when we, with the same story, with having that in mind, read the room, that's not something people know how to do anymore, because they have had it over a screen, and there's not that, the body language doesn't get through when you read the room in a screen,
Right. Or it's just, a phone or email interaction. It's
Absolutely.
not something face-to-face or...
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, so many different communication skills and personal skills could be lost a little bit in the working from home. Although, I do support it, but
Yep.
it is it's a difference per se. So some skills can be lost.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, there's so much that we're about to go to a commercial break, but there's so much that I want to ask, especially because right now, especially come January 1st, the new minimum wage is being introduced.
Mm-hmm.
I just spoke to a business yesterday that told me they're not ready for this to happen, even though they've had, I don't know, maybe about 6 months or so of notification, 7 months, I guess it is, that this change is going to be happening. They have several businesses. They're not ready for it, like paper-wise, I guess. They don't have all the ducks in the row. And then it made me think of how many businesses like that, like them, are going to be kind of suffering. So when it comes to new changes in the law, per se, how is that affecting what you have to do in business right now? Do you guys see as this is where people need help and this is where we can jump in?
Yeah, definitely. I think there's some proactive work that we do day to day to try and help businesses get ready for that type of a shift. We're involved in lots of different committees and nonprofits and so on. So we do tend to get fairly advanced notice when changes are likely to happen, and we have good market awareness through our connections of how different businesses are planning to handle it. So that's definitely something that we can help businesses with. But minimum wage for sure. I had a client on the phone just yesterday talking to me about how to adapt. What do they need to do? How do they communicate with their employees? These types of questions. So that's definitely something that comes up for us and that we can assist with.
So that's a really real situation that's happening now, right now, for businesses that need to get addressed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they have to be lawful, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So that's something that you can come in and, or you are helping with your
compliance is definitely one of the sort of the key pieces of the services that we offer. I mean, both for new businesses who just don't know what they don't know what they need, they don't know what an employment contract has to have, but then also ongoing businesses. But it is more than just compliance for us. It is more about how people feel when they're at work and what we can do to make a difference there.
Okay, well, we'll get into that. Let's take a commercial break right now. We'll get into the feeling aspect of it. All right.
Tired of burning cash at the gas pump and wasting time in traffic? Say goodbye to gridlock and hello to freedom with a Kimco scooter from Automotive Art. Trusted in over 100 countries, Kimco is now known worldwide for reliable, fuel-efficient scooters built to last. Perfect for Cayman's roads. With 2 models to choose from, the Agility 125cc for just $23.99 and the Agility RS Naked 125cc for $24.99. It's the smart, budget-friendly way to beat traffic and cut costs. Visit Automotive Art today and ride smarter with Kimco, because saving money should never mean slowing down.
The holiday season is here, and St. Ignatius Catholic Church is bringing the fun and cheer. Join us for the annual Christmas fundraiser on Saturday, December 13th at 7:15 p.m. on the church grounds. Enjoy Christmas treats, live entertainment, and Carpe Diem singing your favorite holiday carols. And don't blink, the grand prize drawing at 8:45 p.m. could make you $25,000 in CI richer. Tickets are just $25 available at the church office and from members at supermarkets across Grand Cayman. No need to be present to win. All proceeds go to St. Ignatius Church projects, facilities, and scholarship fund. Come for the joy, stay for the fun. Saturday, December 13th at 7:15 p.m. St. Ignatius Church on Walkers Road. Let's make the holiday season unforgettable.
Cybercrime happens online or through the technology we use every day. Anyone can be a victim of cybercrime, whether you are a young person being bullied or harassed online, or an older person or business who's been scammed out of money or personal data. Cybercrime is an issue that touches all of us. The Cayman Islands government has therefore created an online resource to help keep you cyber safe in an ever-changing world.
In online situations, it is better to be cyber safe than sorry. Learn now to protect yourself against cybercrime. Visit gov.ky/cybersafe.
The Buzz with your host, Cathy Miller.
Oh, welcome back to The Buzz. I am your host, Cathy Miller. You know, we're chatting on the side over here, and I'm talking with KaymanHR. And the two guests that I have from KaymanHR, we have Heather Halsey, she's the founder, and Rita Dickens, partner and consultant. And what were you saying right there, Rita? Heather's the numbers lady. This is coming from our commercial break, but
yes, I think we don't want to use the word good cop, bad cop, but we definitely have. I'm the fluffy one, and I think
that's very true.
I irritate Heather on a daily basis with my
I love Rita.
with the way I go forward. But yeah, Heather's definitely the factual numbers one between us two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you know, as founder,
Yes.
she has that bit of a responsibility
That's
right there
true.
too, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
So she can, I guess she's still singing because she's those numbers are all right.
Yes,
That's
indeed,
Numbers are
indeed.
doing all right.
I'm just celebrating regardless.
Yes, there you go. I like that attitude a lot. What are the main services that you're offering at KaymanHR?
So our primary, I guess our core service is general consulting, and a lot of that is people consulting and what's going on for a business and how we can help the business in that area. We do a lot of outsourced HR, as we've spoken about, both remote, so not physically going into the office for a client. We can just be available on the end of a phone or a Teams call, but also for some clients, we spend regular time on site with them. In addition to that, we're Gold Partner, one of only less than 10, I think, globally, a Gold Partner for the leading HR software that's called Bamboo HR. Lots of companies in Cayman use that. And we are extremely excited about our new payroll product, which is called KPay. It integrates directly with Bamboo and enables users to produce their payroll at just the click of a button. It gives you your pay slips. It does all of the calculations for you. It gives you your pension report that you can upload to the pension portal. And one of the key features that our clients really love are job letters. Everybody knows that the banks and different organisations here need lots of KYC. Employees are always asking for job letters. And I think it's the bane of a lot of HR managers' lives is every day having to produce job letters for employees. So with this software, they literally can click a button, select the bank or the department, the government department that they need the letter for, and the system will spit out the letter for you. So it's really easy to use.
And I think it's important to mention that certain things, certain aspects that you have to see in a payroll system to meet the requirements of law, it's all up to date with that as well. So if you have a pay advice slip, all the information that needs to be on there is on there, and those type of things. That's very important.
Yeah, that's right. And a lot of people struggle with how to do the pension calculation, what elements of your pay should be pensionable. The software takes care of all of that for you.
How to do overtime pay,
exactly.
all the rest.
Yeah, time tracking, everything. So
what makes this software stand out compared to, I'm going to say, for example, some small businesses will use like QuickBooks?
Right. So this will also, the Bamboo HR element will deal with all of your time off tracking, your hiring and onboarding. So it has a full hiring and onboarding portal. The system is accessible from anywhere in the world. So it makes it very easy for those small businesses, particularly where the business owner might be traveling and all of a sudden it's payday and they're trying to calculate what needs to be done. So that is definitely, it's an all-in-one solution. And if you have QuickBooks and you need that as an accounting system, our software will also give you the outputs needed for upload into your accounting software. So it makes it simple for your accountants too.
Okay. Now, what do you not deal with at KaymanHR?
That's it.
I'm sure that you have like only certain capacities, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So Rita's passion is training, and that certainly is something that we definitely do. We also do some coaching. We're notary public. There's a few different elements there. We have in recent years tried to refocus on those core services and move away from some of the ancillary services, such as we don't do recruitment. We're not a recruitment agency, let me put it that way. We will help clients who are trying to recruit, and we will partner with recruitment agencies, but we don't have a book of candidates that are looking to be placed. So we're not a recruitment agency. And we've also tried to move away a little bit from some of the immigration work. We do some.
I don't blame you.
But yeah, it's something that there are so many facets to it. It's important to specialize. So we have a great partner company that we work with. That they take on some of the immigration work and we help them, their clients, with more of the HR work. So
I think that's good to know that you do have somebody that you partner with to take care of the immigration work, because that can be very time consuming.
It can indeed, and it's very particular, and we've been working with Michelle at Affinity for a few years now, and she's amazing. She knows her stuff, and so we have no hesitation in helping past clients over to her.
Wonderful.
And working with her.
Can you, Rita, tell me a little bit about the training aspect?
Yes, I feel a little bit embarrassed to say to you that in our office we've got combined about over 100 years of knowledge in the aspects of what can go wrong or what
giving away our ages there, Rita. Come on now.
Or what can go right in an office. So there's the traditional things that comes up very often. It's the communication, or having that very uncomfortable conversation, and people just need a few tools in their toolkit to address that and to make it easier. I'm not going to say that it's going to be perfect, it's always going to be hard, but there's ways to handle it to make it a little bit easier, and those are the things that we like to go and talk about. My training sessions are typically 90 minutes, but it's very much focused on the company, and I have a call with them beforehand and I'll speak to them about what is it that they want out of the session, because that's the good thing about being in-person trainer is you can address those issues. It's not a generic script that I'm reading the same thing over and over. I try to personalize.
I think alone just asking that question, what do you want out of this, is just, that can be applied to so many aspects of our life.
People will say we need communication training, and then I'll speak to them about what they want, and that's not at all what they need. So I think sometimes it is what we need as well as what we want, but it's understanding, because it's a personal thing. Nobody wants to know they're lacking intelligence, emotional intelligence. It's not a nice thing to hear. So it is very personal.
But I think as well for people, emotional intelligence is... EQ is one of those things that we've just, in the past few years, has been highlighted.
Well, we see the value of it because, of course, a computer can't do it. So that's the one thing AI won't be able to do, is to have those soft skills. And the wonderful thing about it is we can learn. It's not like we're born with a set. We can learn. We can enhance.
Absolutely. Yes, I like that. And learning is always, it's lifelong.
Absolutely.
We know with AI coming anyways, AI is already here. Not what am I talking about? It's coming. The transition that it'll be. So on that tip alone, are you having small businesses reach out to you about that aspect at all?
Yeah. So I think where it really plays in our remit at the moment is there's a shift in the jobs that are available for entry-level employees. We no longer have filing jobs, scanning jobs, those kind of traditional reception jobs, the things that kids used to do coming out of school and entering the workforce. And it's really causing us to revisit how we can best support those young individuals in securing meaningful work. So one of my passions is internships, and we're doing a lot of work at the moment with government and different non-profits like the Chamber and so on to try and help companies build internship programs that are really meaningful for those students that are coming out of school that perhaps don't have the AI skills that the world and the market here are going to demand in the immediate future.
Demanding already, yeah.
Demanding already, right? Yeah. So yeah, trying to help with those skills there is really important for us.
I think we even take it a little bit a step forward or a step backwards, and we talk to them how to do that first day in work and how to do the interview. So we do a lot of passion work around how to attend an interview, how to prepare yourself. And that's something that we feel very strong about, is to prepare the young market to be ready for when the questions are being asked.
Yep.
You said passion work, and I don't want to forget about one of the main drivers of CaymanHR is to have fun.
Fun, yes.
So
on your way to work.
how do you try to implement that theory with your clients?
Gosh, it's a big question because there's so much to do. A lot of it for us is around encouraging them to just stop and talk to their employees. People get so busy just doing the technical aspects of the job. Sometimes they forget that they're working with a human. And asking a simple question, once every few weeks, what's going well for you? What's not going well for you? What else do we need to talk about? Those 3 simple questions can make such a difference for an employee and really create meaningful relationships between the employee and the employer that leads to, longer tenure, more passion and more fun in the workplace.
Yes.
I see an increase in staff well-being, and owners are passionate or managers are passionate about increasing staff well-being, making sure that there is a little bit of fun at the end of the day, but also being aware of boundaries in this world where we're aware of we can be reached anywhere. It's not like back in the old day where you had a landline and if you weren't in, you didn't get the phone call. The boundaries is something that people are becoming more aware of as well, and that's a massive one.
Yes, and learning how to establish, which I think is also important.
Yep.
And what's interesting is Cayman, we know it's such a diverse, multicultural country, right? And especially workplace community and cultural intelligence, which to me is a somewhat newer term per se. But it's hard for people to also understand some cultural intelligence if you're only aware of a Cayman working way of doing things. And for example, somebody maybe coming from Japan to Cayman might have a very different way of approaching work and how you interact with colleagues and what's considered appropriate with gift giving, for example, anything like that. So I think it's notable, it's important for all companies, not just the big ones, but the small ones especially, because you're working so much more closely with each other.
Exactly.
To kind of employ a little bit of cultural intelligence and yes, treat people like humans, understand that people coming from different places have a different kind of work ethic and need to also understand a way of doing things here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any play coming from you guys at all on having to be involved in
all the time, every day? That's something that comes up for us, and it's cultural, but it's also just individual human sort of aspects. There are some of the training that we do, for example, for the Ready to Work program, talks a lot about at school you're taught, do unto others as you would have done to you, that type of rule. That doesn't work for everybody because not everybody wants to be treated the same way. So the upgrade to that is really pay attention, look and learn how somebody else wants to be treated and treat them that way and interact with them that way.
There's so much, ladies, that we can speak about. The show has to come to an end almost 2 minutes ago. So if there's a final thought you want to leave with our listeners, please share your final thoughts.
I think for us, something that's really important is for our clients and for the public to know that our services are completely consumption-based. There's no fixed monthly fee, no one-size-fits-all. So reach out to us. We will help you and meet you wherever you need to be met in terms of the support that you need for your company. And we can do it in a cost-effective way. HR doesn't need to be prohibitive for small businesses just because you don't have somebody on staff.
I think that's our parting message most definitely is everybody should be able and should have access to HR. And we would love to provide that to small, big, medium size, whatever the case may be. We love what we do.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Help you sing on the way to work.
That's how I was going to end it. So you stole the lyrics right out of my mouth.
Sorry.
All right. So we won't sing them. Maybe we will.
No.
You want to sing?
No, I am definitely not going to sing. That would everybody will turn their radios off if I sing.
You can sing our phone number or our website to contact us.
Okay.
Contact us. Yes. CaymanHR.com. That's the best way. We're on Instagram. You can phone us.
CaymanHR.com.
Yeah. Thank you. Perhaps we could record that.
But my fee is high.
Yeah.
All right, ladies. There's so much that we can talk about. I'd love to have you again in the new year. And again, there's a lot of laws changing the businesses need to be in compliance with.
Yep.
And you are a great source for, especially for the small businesses that need to get their ducks in a row and make sure that their payroll is going to be on top, that they're, being compliant in an HR world, that they can reach out to CaymanHR for some of that guidance right there.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Kathy. Season's greetings to everybody.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Take care.
Toot toot.
Have a fun day.
Yes, I'll be chatting with you guys on Thursday on the Buzz. I'm going to go over the budget. So you're going to be hanging out with me on Thursday as we go over the budget, because yes, there's some good changes in there, but there's also, for me, a lot of questionable eyebrow raising changes in that budget, and that's what I want to dissect this coming Thursday on the Buzz. So I'll be back with you on Thursday. Everybody else, have a great Tuesday out there, and The Buzz is proudly sponsored by Cayman Insurance Center, specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services. And Kirk Market, experience a world of choice. And Automotive Art Cayman, your car, our passion. And by Dorman Day, celebrating 10 years of opening doors to brighter futures. Visit dormanday.ky.
Shaken yet